Okay. Just got out of the locker room with the players. Obviously, hard-fought battle. I thought the guys had passion, had energy. Execution was really good in spots, and I thought that was a big improvement. And I thought the guys did a heck of a job of battling. There was some adversity at the end of that game where we had the fumble, return for a touchdown, and the response for that. I thought the guys did a really good job in terms of responding to adversity and putting ourselves in position to have a chance to win that game at the end. And there's a lot of good moments in there. You talk about, Justin Fields' play. I mean, he really got into the flow. I thought the plan was excellent. I thought the guys did a good job of executing that. And, we distributed the ball to the skill. I thought we did a nice job of running the football. I think that's going to be important for us going in the future to be able to run the football like that. And, that's the big moments of this game. Obviously we had a really good first half in terms of statistically offense and defense. Really did a good job there. And then into the second half, obviously we had the one takeaway for a score. We responded there, and then we got the ball down there with two and some change, 2:55 and some change, and we had 4th and half a yard. And you have a decision to make there. I love the way our offense was running the ball at that time, and we had a really good chance to seal the deal right there. And that was the decision we made at that moment. And again, the response for our defense there. So they end up getting a chunk play after that, and our defense did a good job of rising up to the occasion, making it 3rd and long, and then we forced the field goal, and then we had the ball back there with some time to go ahead and at least tie or win the game. So that's where it was. But again, a lot of good moments in the game. I'm super excited about those things that we can build upon. It's a short week coming up, so the guys have to move their eyes forward, and we'll make the corrections. But obviously, we're all very disappointed in this hard-fought battle that we had today in the outcome. But I certainly can see things moving in the right direction for our football team. And again, there's a lot of good things out there that we can build upon. So with that, I'll open up to questions.
Sorry. On that 4th and 1, you would still need some other things to go right to win the game at that point. Why did you think that was a better course of action than kicking the field goal?
Yeah, just because of the way we were running it, and it was a half a yard. So I felt very confident about getting that right there. And every situation is different. You got to look at the game in its entirety. And I think that the way we were running the football and the confidence that we had on offense in that moment, I would say that we're going to do that right there.
With half a yard needed, why run out of the shotgun there instead of go under center?
Yeah, there's a lot of plays that you can run there. You could have run a bunch of different plays, So that's the play we chose. That's the play we thought was the best at the time.
Why did you think that was the right play at the time when you need half a yard to go out of the shotgun?
Yeah, I mean, just because it's about moving people off the ball, and as we've been doing all day, and we just got to execute in that moment.
You took us through the decision to try and drum off sides, bang the timeout.
Yep. Yeah, that's just the freeze timeout. You get them up there like you're going for it right away, and you just freeze, and then you call timeout right before it, and then you get your best play available because it gives you a little bit more time to get that best play going, and making sure that all the players, the subs are right, and we're all good, and we're set up for that moment.
And how do you wrap your brain around Justin's day? Obviously very productive for a big stretch, and then 2 fourth-quarter turnovers on top of it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, you saw rhythm, you saw timing, you saw that the receivers were in phase with everybody. It was just really good flow to it, and you could feel that. You could feel that during the course of the day, and excited about the running game. A lot of play passes in there I thought were really good. Getting Justin out of the pocket, using him, running him, and getting him out of the pocket on the move. So there's a lot of good things we can build upon going forward.
What is Chase Claypool's status as a member of your team?
Yeah, so when you look at actives or inactives every single week, what we do is we, obviously evaluate, meetings, we evaluate walkthroughs, we evaluate practice, and we do that every single week. And then we declare actives or inactives based on that. And this week, Claypool was inactive.
Was he not here today?
He was not here.
Did you guys tell him to stay home?
No.
He chose to stay home.
No, he chose. What are you asking?
Why is he not at the stadium today, like the other inactive players?
I'm not sure.
So it's his choice.
We told him that it was a choice, and he's at home right now.
Do you
Was he
anticipate
aware that
him
he was
still
going to
being-
be inactive before he talked to the media on Friday?
What's that?
Was he aware that he was going to be inactive before he talked to the media on Friday, or did his comments play a role?
No, we always make inactives right before the game.
So did his comments Friday about being upset with how he was being used factor into the decision to make him inactive?
It did not.
Do you anticipate him still being with the team? Was this a 1 week inactive thing, or is he going to be on ice for a
Yes, I anticipate that.
You expect him in the building tomorrow?
Yeah.
How would you evaluate him? And, obviously he's been struggling this season. He's a healthy scratch this week. Like, looking back, there was a big trade last year with good news. How would you evaluate his performance with this team so far right now?
Yeah, I thought the first week was he would agree with this, that could have been better. And I thought he played better in Tampa and better the next week, So I think he's working to learn the offense and doing a good job with that. But again, we evaluate that every single week and give us the best chance to win, the guys up or the guys down.
Matt, would you have preferred that he stay here today?
What's that?
Would you have preferred that he stayed here today?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that.
And on the strip sack, what can happen there?
Okay.
Given the way that they played it, obviously it's a
Yeah, it was a good call. Good call by them. I mean, they obviously had double edge on that one. So Justin turned around, he was right there. So again, he's either got to dirt the ball or get it to where he feels the best way to get rid of it. But again, I thought it was a good call by them.
So philosophically, you're a defensive head coach. You're calling the defensive signals. You've got a chance to take the lead and give the game to your defense in that moment late. How hard was it for you to not do that?
I just thought it was, again, like I said, it's every decision is made based on that particular moment. And at that moment, I thought that right there with a half a yard to potentially score a touchdown, okay, and, keep, munch some clock there was the best decision for us. And has nothing to do with offense or defense or just, being the head coach. I just thought it was the right thing to do.
Go ahead.
We've heard a lot for the past year of you guys they need to learn how to win. What is that missing piece of just learning how to win a game where you're up, 28-7
Right.
in the third quarter?
Yeah, it comes down to the execution, doesn't it? It does. It just the execution piece of it. We just got to do a great job in the moments, one play at a time. Doing your alignment assignment and executing those plays. Offense and defense. And I thought the young corners did a nice job playing well. Well for the first time today. We had some injuries back there, and I thought the guys did a nice job of coming together and playing some complementary football as a whole football team. And that to me is what's going to be the winning formula. You have to play complementary football to win games. And part of that, and the number one job of that is the ball. We got to protect the ball, and we have to get the ball. And if you do that, that's the number one determining factor of any victory in any level of football. So we have to get that right. And when we do, and we play the way we played today, when you get that right, tipping in your scale there, it's going to look good.
Two more guys. At the end, what did you see? The interception.
What's that?
The interception at the end, from your point of view, what did you see?
Yeah, I get to go back and look at it. I mean, I know that he was throwing it to Cole, right? And then not sure if there was contact there or not. I did not see that, but did see that there's a little bit of bump in there, but I had to go back and look at it.
Man, you guys added a lot of talent in the offseason.
Yep.
You had high expectations. Now you're 0-4. There have been obviously issues on the field, but do you believe that you've done your job well during these first 4 games?
When you're 0-4, no one's done the job well enough, right? That's just the facts, right? So it's a results business, and we have to do a better job collectively as a group. And again, we're working hard to do that. And I thought the guys put a better step forward, coaches included, and players, putting our players in position and then executing. So I thought that was better today.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Matt.